Unless you've been living under a rock for the past 2 months, you would have seen price charts like this. But it's not just the Evil Geniuses Hollows, there's so many other skins that are manipulated like crazy, and of course this is no accident, and I had to dig deep and find out what the real reason is behind these pumps. We already know that it's the Chinese CS2 market that's doing this. From simple market manipulation to pyramid schemes, nothing seems to be off the table. I found the guy behind these attempts, yes, that's him, and I have loads and loads of evidence in the form of pictures and screenshots of chats. So let's dig in and let's find out what's actually going on here. Skinland is the best automated cash out site where you can sell your skins super easily for a great price. And on top of that, they give you a free $10 to start off with. To claim it, simply click here, enter code TechSavvy, select the skin that you want to sell, which in my case is going to be the Souvenir Fennec Fox, then choose from a very wide array of payment methods. I'm going to choose Bitcoin. Then you paste in your wallet address and accept the trade offer on Steam. The payment will be sent 8 days after the trade has been accepted. This is due to the new trading update where you can reverse trades up to 7 days on a single click. That being said, this is still the fastest and easiest way to cash out your CS2 skins. You can also buy skins from them for way cheaper than from the Steam market. So go check out skin.land at the link in the description, and don't forget to use code TechSavvy for a free $10. Manipulating the CS2 skin market is nothing new. We've seen it before with the stupid banana foil and the 1G graffitis, among others. But this time around, things are very different. The manipulators are no longer focusing on these niche, low supply items, but there are still very clear patterns to what they are manipulating. Of course, first we have the Stockholm Hollows, specifically the Evil Geniuses Hollows. They're also manipulating a very broad category of good play skins on good weapons, but only in factory new. Now, because these new manipulated item categories are so different in nature from the old ones, it suggests that the source of the manipulation is also very different, and potentially the motivation behind it is also different. So who's pumping these skins? Well, let's take a look at the prices of factory new AK-47 Elite Museos. You'll notice that non-stat track is more expensive than stat track. This is not normal. It's never been the case previously for regular play skins, except for knives. For knives, ever since Chinese CS2 was released, stat track was cheaper than non-stat track. So this trend with regular play skins now leads us to investigate Chinese CS. And it was very easy to find one of the biggest pumpers. If you search on CS Vote for factory new Elite Museos and sort by newest ID, you'll see a familiar profile picture pop up again and again. This is Wind King, and he has an insane inventory with 128 factory new Elite Museos, 500 Elite Museos in other conditions, 24 M9 Gamma Dopplers, 18 M9 Doppler Phase 2s, 13 pairs of Nox gloves, and 6 factory new hydroponics, totaling to a $500,000 inventory. If you translate the name of his Steam account, it translates to, get this, no more dumping. And I didn't just find his Steam account. This is Wind King in person. Just check out the knives that he has in the background on his monitor. It's the exact same knives. M9 Gamma Dopplers, Karambit Gamma Dopplers, M9 Dopplers, Karambit Dopplers. And it turns out this is in no way a secretive operation. He's posting public videos about himself talking about pumping his skins on the Chinese version of TikTok, Douyin. And clearly he has more skins either that aren't visible yet or that are simply on a different account, because look at this video where he has a full page of Poseidons. I did my best to translate the video. It might not be perfect, but we'll get the gist of it.
Hello everyone, this is VNK. Today, as always, our Feng-Ji will talk about the market. Today, we will discuss the large items market. Many people are worried that the large items will face an apocalypse because there were a lot of burns before. However, in my view, this is just baseless talk because we have experienced 2 apocalypses, one on May 9th and another on July 18th. The buying power has been consistently high. At this current stage, the situation of selling burns is very reassuring. Basically, all gloves and collectibles are being sold continuously. Moreover, our member group has already made early arrangements for these items. Items like Yixian, Dengman, Poseidon, Kai Hong, etc. have basically all reached 8,000 to 9,000 per piece, all fully taken. Additionally, the member group was called to lay out before the takeoff. All of us who have inventory, right, the supply group, and those who have inventory, sit tight and wait for the takeoff.
So in this video, he's just generally talking about how he thinks that prices will keep going up and up, and he's encouraging people to buy in. He's mentioning specific prices, and he also mentioned some group with members in it, and I got screenshots of chats within these groups. Now, these texts are very long, and I have lots of them from anonymous sources, but the gist of it is that it calls out specific items and specific conditions for the members of the group to buy at a certain date. This is eerily similar to crypto pump and dump groups that we have here in the US, but unfortunately it goes even deeper. Apparently there are multiple of these groups, and I obtained screenshots from another anonymous source for the group pumping the EG hollows, and what these screenshots describe are essentially a pyramid scheme. Members have to pay a yearly fee to be in the group, and they have to hold a certain amount of EG hollows. And some of the wording here is just absolutely insane. This flyer starts off with the sentence that reads, "May you be happy when you look back on the decision you made that day." But there's more. Under the income return section, it outlines that members of the group make an annual return of 300 to 800%, and I quote, "by taking advantage of the market, grabbing the market, and making the market yourself." This spells out word for word market manipulation. And this is what, in my opinion, is the craziest sentence. Give the company a trust, and the company will also take you to play the CS market. This is absolutely not just Wind King. It didn't even take me a minute to find several other people flexing with the skins that they're buying. They're flexing with their cars, their inventories with hundreds of Omega gloves, different stickers, agents, literally everything you can think of. They're showing off their gains, and they're getting thousands of views and likes. So it's all this positive feedback loop of everyone seeing this content and buying into skins, hoping that they'll also make money. So unlike previous market manipulation attempts when it was mostly one person manipulating a specific skin, we now have basically the entire Chinese market telling each other to buy into particular skins and pump their prices up. Now, it may seem like this is a victimless crime since prices are going up, so you're making money, but you couldn't be more wrong. The ones that are making the money here are the people who initiated the pump, who are the masterminds behind it, and the people who had these skins from before and are now selling off that prices are high. But every time someone sells an EG Hollow for $400, someone is on the other end of the transaction buying it for $400. These are the people who are losing the most money, the people who are buying in late when the skins are already high, seeing that the prices are going up at a crazy rate and thinking that it'll just continue going up. And this is unraveling as I'm recording this. Currently, EG Hollows have crashed significantly. They are now under 300 bucks, but people are also losing lots of money on the entrance fees into these groups. And members are realizing that these groups aren't made to help them profit. They're made to help the founders of the groups profit. And when they bring this up in the group, they are threatened with a copy-paste response that they'll get doxxed. The parallel between these pumps and crypto pump and dump schemes is uncanny. It's not a question of if prices will crash, it's a question of when prices will crash, and when that time inevitably comes, I hope you're not left holding your bags. While this video was edited, EG Hollows crashed further, losing 90% of their value, and the manipulators are clearly not happy. This guy's one of the biggest manipulators. He deleted his Douyin account after the EG Hollows crashed, and according to my sources, another one of the manipulators of the EG Hollow even left mainland China. While I don't agree with manipulating the market, I truly hope that they are okay and not in danger right now.